Thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. This last week was easily one of my favorite weeks on the road this far. After 2 weeks in the mountains of southern New Mexico, Finn and I finally left and headed towards Santa Fe National Forest, where we found ourselves in what I expect to be our final big snowstorm of the year. It was pretty magical and really, really cold. Oh, and it's freezing. Holy cannoli. Going up into these mountains for the storm without a working heater might have been an iffy call, but honestly the peace and solitude I found was well worth the slight discomfort. Before we get any farther, today's video does have a sponsor, so I'd like to take a minute to thank Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Surfshark is a VPN, which is something that I've prioritized having on all of my devices because I travel full-time and basically only ever use public Wi-Fi. A VPN helps keep your online identity safe by encrypting all the information sent between your device and the internet. VPNs make it harder for anyone to trace your online activities back to you. They make sure that your city, country, and download history aren't linked to your identity. And they block trackers, malware, and phishing attempts, helping you navigate the web safely. And of course, they're especially important when you're using public Wi-Fi, which can be a goldmine for hackers. You can also use a VPN to change your virtual location, unblocking blocked content libraries, and also getting cheaper flights and hotels. So if you're someone who wants to up your virtual security game with a VPN, Surfshark is a great option. It's highly rated, and it's the only VPN to offer an unlimited amount of devices on one account. They're currently offering you guys 83% off, plus 3 months for free, plus a 30-day money-back guarantee if you use the code Mariah or use the link in my description. Okay, back to the video. Hello, and welcome to another installation of Mariah Tries to Figure Out How to Live the Van Life Sustainably. Today I tried something new, okay? I have been trying a lot of new things as of late. I decided last night that I would spend all day today relocating and doing all of my van chores. This is gonna sound stupid, okay? I've been living in a van for almost 2 years now, and I've never tried to do all of my chores and relocate all in one day. And so last night I was like, I mean, how hard could it be to do everything in one day? And so I set my alarm for 7 a.m. I woke up this morning, I drove the 3 hours to Albuquerque, and I did chores all day. And now it's 6. It's 6 o'clock. The only thing that I didn't get done today is laundry. I'm starting to realize that I've just never really prioritized laundry, and that might be my biggest character flaw. I found a campsite, free, no service, creek running through it. Need I say more? I don't think so. As I started heading out of Santa Fe and into the mountains, we started to gain elevation. At first, I didn't really think anything of it, but as we kept climbing and the temperature kept dropping, I started to wonder what I'd gotten myself into. The thought of a creekside campsite kept me going, and 30 minutes later, I found myself all alone, nestled in one of the prettiest national forest campgrounds I'd seen in a while. On this first evening, the weather was warm enough to be outside, and since I knew a storm was on the forecast, I took advantage of what would be one of my last opportunities to be outside for a few days. Throwback to that one time in Sedona when I didn't even know how to start a fire without lighter fluid. And now, look at me. Look at me go. This was my first lesson on my new guitar. I picked it up in Albuquerque earlier that day, and I was determined to put in some hours learning while I was up on this mountain. I didn't get very far in my lessons this week, but it didn't really matter. I just enjoyed losing myself in the sound of it all. I genuinely wonder sometimes if I'll ever actually learn how to play the guitar, or if I'll just tinker around forever, coming up with little short songs. Holy heck, what is my life right now? out so I can go potty? Go and go potty. Okay, well, first of all, I got a new heating blanket. I haven't turned it on yet. All of the Targets and Walmarts have been out of heating blankets for like ever. I thought that they used to stock them, but I guess not. But today I remembered that Bed Bath & Beyond existed. So I got a new pillow and I got a new heating blanket, and I can't tell you, it's the little things when you live in a van. I am going to spend my evening watching Anna. Finding Anna, Creating Anna, the Netflix show. All of the Shondaland shows are so good. I did buy a book today. I bought The Untethered Soul. Anna told me to buy it, so I bought it, but I had the longest day of chores. My eyes are watering. All I want to do is just veg out, so I'm gonna go let myself veg out, and I will see you guys in the morning. I woke up this next morning to the sound of snow falling on my roof. It's always a weird sound to wake up to. There's something so loud about the silence that snowstorms bring, and the odd silence always makes me feel like I'm dreaming until each storm is over. This morning was no exception, and I went about my routine of making coffee and oatmeal to try to feel some normalcy in such a chaotic moment. It is snowing really, really hard right now. I did actually know that there was snow on the forecast. For once, I actually looked up the weather forecast before I got here, but now all of the service that I had last night is gone, so I can't see like the updated forecast at all. I'm assuming that I won't have any service until the storm passes. I have this mood tracker in my journal. I track my moods throughout the month every single day. And ever since I started slowing down and not moving, my mood has stabilized to an average 7, which is exactly what I think your life should be. Like, I feel like your life shouldn't be a 10 all the time. It's starting to beg the question in my head, the same question that I had last March, which is really weird actually, this exact time last year basically, which was, would I be happier in a trailer car combo as opposed to a van? I got really close to selling the van and buying a Scamp last year, and I don't think that I would do a Scamp now, but am I just in like a really dreamy mood? That's probably it. Editing me, did this dream come and go, or are you still thinking about it? I spent my day watching the snowfall, editing my last video, reading The Untethered Soul, which is a really mind-boggling, really good book. I journaled a little bit, and by the time the sun was setting, the storm had calmed down enough to take Finn on a walk. Oh, it's a winter wonderland out here. Oh, and it's freezing. Holy cannoli. I feel like I haven't been somewhere this cold since, last year, so that's good. I don't know, you gotta have the cold every once in a while, that's what I'm realizing. This creek, I kept waking up last night and hearing it, and I didn't know what I was hearing. I was like, is there somebody outside like running their engine? What is that noise? And then every time I realized it was the creek, and I was like, oh yeah, right. I'm somewhere that's gorgeous. Oh my god. You're a goofball, bub. Oh my god. The sun is setting. There is no sunset because it's a stormy day. A man just walked past my van. I have not seen a human since I parked here. Like, I've seen cars driving by, but I haven't seen anybody outside. And I was just laying in bed and I just heard footsteps. When I tell you I shot out of bed so fast, just to find that a guy was like walking his trash across the road. There must be like a garbage can across the road or something, but he never walked past my van again, so it was kind of weird. Like, he literally was like a couple feet from my van, which is, I don't know, he could have gone like the long. It was a little bit weird. Anyways, that's my story, and now it's time for dinner. Finn is being the best dog ever. Yes, this is gonna be our last snowstorm, okay, I promise. That hits the spot so hard when it's so cold outside. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna finish this and then go finish my book. And I'll see you guys when I'm done with it. And she never pulled out the camera to film again. Just kidding. I did finish the book technically, but I've decided that I have to reread it before bringing it up again. Anyways, the sunset on this night was wild, clearly, and as the sun disappeared, so did the snow. For like 8 hours. And then... Okay, so I thought that this video was over, but I just woke up. I'm starting to edit. I'm drinking my coffee, which is really, really good. I'm getting better at making my own coffee. I knew that there was supposed to be snow in the forecast today, but I did not think that it was going to be a heavier snow than yesterday. I don't know if you can see behind me. You probably can't, but it is snowing buckets. Like it is, I don't even have the words for it. It really was nuts. The creek was starting to freeze over, the snow just kept coming down. For a while there was thunder nearby, which sort of freaked me out. I mean, I was really out here in these mountains alone, and yes, I had a heating blanket and a heater with the car running, and a Garmin inReach just in case, but it was intense nevertheless. I'll tell you what though, when the storm passed, I felt oddly accomplished, but this was definitely my last snowstorm of the year. Mark my words. Hello? Please turn your car off. Holly jolly is it cold outside. The magical fruit that makes you... Ow. This is real snow.